Welcome back to Dream Spell, a mini course for creating your own magical dream practice. I'm Donna Woodwell, the headmistress of the School of Magic and Mastery. That's a place where we are dedicated to helping you learn all the tools and tips and tricks to live your most magical life. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about how dreams can answer your questions. Like, did you ever find yourself pondering some burning question, something that keeps you up at night? Whether it's something that's going wrong with your relationships or some creative puzzle that you need to solve, maybe a professional issue about what's going on in your team at work, whatever it is, finding answers to things is a essential tenet of the human condition. We seem to create challenges no matter where we go. And so I'm sure you've been in this situation. We all have things that we want to solve. So let's talk about how you could find the answers to these problems in your dreams. Yes, you heard me, that you could wake up in the morning with the solution just coming to you. Now, dreams have long been a source of inspiration, insight, revelation, and the technical name for requesting a particular dream is called dream incubation. Fun fact, dream incubation is just a fancy word for saying you're hatching, like hatching eggs, that you are hatching a dream. So how does this work? Well, basically, it's part of our human software, so to speak. We focus on a problem before we go to sleep. It hands off the issue to a deeper part of our minds in order to bring us illumination. And this has been practiced for literally thousands of years. There are records of dream incubation rituals for the ancient Egyptians related to the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The Greek tradition had the healing temples of Asclepius, where you went to sleep to come up with a solution for your illness. Roman cultures did it. Even there are examples of modern history of the theory of relativity by Einstein being partially invented with a dream. There are numerous examples that you can find, and maybe it's already happened to you where you woke up and you had that aha moment. Well, modern psychologists would just say that you are learning to harness the power of your subconscious mind. If our conscious mind is the part of us that we're aware of, our subconscious mind is the doorway to the infinite part of our mind, the part that we aren't aware of. So while you're asleep, your conscious mind is relaxed, but your subconscious mind continues to work, processing information, making connections that you might not see when you're a little stressed out and your consciousness is too contracted. So when you incubate a dream, you focus on a question before you go to bed, and you're essentially priming your mind with the topic that you want to explore, so that you are inviting your dreams to serve as the bridge between your big mind, your unconscious, your soul self, so to speak, and your more narrowly defined conscious self. So here are a few tips that can help you make this process more successful. And it starts when you're awake. So the first thing you need to do to incubate a dream is get to really clear on what your question is. This is the same problem people have with casting magic spells. You make it way too complicated. Really, the simpler, the better. If you have more than one question, that's totally okay. Just don't try to answer them all at once, because the more you ask all at once, the muddier your answer is going to be. So get as clear as you can possible on what you really need to know in a particular dream. Right? Once you have that, spend some time meditating on your question. Visualize it, feel it in your bones. Get mildly obsessed with it. Try to understand it from different points of view. There are whole other techniques for bringing answers to you this way. But this process of creative obsession can help you prepare your subconscious mind for bringing you the answers. And if you want to go even a step further, write it down. There's no shame in writing down on a piece of paper so that you can carry it around with you during the day or while you are sleeping. Okay, once you've done your work in the daytime for incubating your dream, then it's getting time to go to sleep. So just perform your sleep ritual the way we've learned about in the earlier lessons of this series. And sneak into that ritual at some point in time. A time to focus on the question. Imagine that the answer comes to you with the dream. Have the intention to have that kind of dream. And then just allow yourself to relax and drift off to sleep the way you usually do. And have your dreams. Now, whatever you dream, sometimes the answer is quite obvious and quite literal. Someone might walk up to you and say, here's the answer. But most of the time, it's not quite that simple. Dreams are rarely literal, or if they are literal, they're literal in a funny kind of way. They're highly symbolic and abstract, and so it might take some time for you to really understand what the answer you're being given in your dreams are. So when you wake up, pull out your notebook, your dream journal that we've been working on, and write down whatever comes to you, whatever experience that you've had in the dream, and don't censor it. And it might take some cogitating over the next few days to truly understand the illumination that it's brought. Or you may need to intend to find the answer several days in a row before you are consistently giving a message that you truly understand. You don't have to assume that if you ask for an answer and it doesn't show up in the way you expected that very night that you have failed. That doesn't mean you failed. That just means the process is starting and it may take longer than just a single dream session. Also, whatever insights you begin to get, don't forget to act on them. Part of us learning how to bring our dreams into reality is to explain to our subconscious, demonstrate to our subconscious that they are so important to us that we're actually they're going to make a difference in our three-dimensional life. The more you do that, the more likely your deeper parts of yourself are going to help you fulfill those goals. Finally, consistency and practice tend a lot of patience. The more you show up believing that results are coming, that they're already happening, the better your results are going to be. Right? So those are the basics of incubating your own dreams. If you'd like to snag some more dream resources for creating your own practice, I do have some free guided meditations and handouts, dream journal templates, all kinds of fun things about making your own sleep practice. In the Dream Spells course, you can sign up for it. It's totally free using the link in the description below. Again, thank you for watching. I'm Donna Woodwell with the School of Magic and Mastery. Until the next time we speak, I wish you sweet and magical dreams.